In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, today we take you on a journey through the incredible life of one of the greatest prophets in history, Prophet Musa, A.S. His story is filled with miracles, struggles, and the ultimate victory of faith over tyranny, the birth and divine protection. It was a time of oppression. Pharaoh, the ruthless ruler of Egypt, feared a prophecy that a child from the Israelites would rise against him. To stop this, he ordered the killing of every newborn boy. But Allah had a plan. A mother, fearing for her child's life, placed her baby in a small basket and set it afloat on the river Nile. The gentle waves carried him to the very palace of Pharaoh, where his wife Asya took him in as her own. And so the child who was meant to be killed was raised in the home of the enemy himself. The call to prophethood. Years passed and Musa, A.S., grew into a strong and wise man. One day, while traveling through the desert, he saw a mysterious fire on Mount Sinai. As he approached, he heard a voice. "O Musa, I am your Lord. Remove your sandals, for you are in the sacred valley of Tuwa." It was Allah speaking directly to Musa, A.R., choosing him as his messenger. He was given two miracles, a staff that could turn into a serpent and a hand that would glow with divine light. With these signs, he was commanded to go back and confront Pharaoh. The confrontation with Pharaoh. Musa, A.S., stood before Pharaoh, calling him to worship the one true God. But Pharaoh, arrogant and defiant, challenged him. He summoned the greatest magicians of Egypt for a grand contest. The magicians threw their ropes and they turned into snakes. But when Musa, A.S., cast his staff, it transformed into a mighty serpent, swallowing all the false magic before their eyes. Seeing this undeniable truth, the magicians fell to the ground in prostration and declared, "We believe in the Lord of Musa and Harun." Pharaoh was enraged. He refused to accept defeat and intensified his oppression of the Israelites. The miracle of the Red Sea. At last Allah commanded Musa, A.S., to lead his people out of Egypt. As they reached the shores of the Red Sea, Pharaoh's army closed in behind them. Panic spread among the people. But Musa, A.S., stood firm. He struck the sea with his staff, and before them, the waters split apart, creating a dry path. The Israelites rushed through, escaping safely. But when Pharaoh and his army followed, the waters came crashing down, drowning them all. Pharaoh, in his last moments, tried to declare his faith, but it was too late. The test of faith. After their escape, Musa, A.R., led his people through the desert. But even after witnessing so many miracles, they faltered in their faith. When Musa, A.S., went to Mount Sinai to receive the Torah, some of them turned to idol worship, deceived by a man named Samiri. In anger and disappointment, Musa, A.S., returned, reminding them of the one true God. His leadership continued to guide them, teaching patience and obedience to Allah. Conclusion. The legacy of Prophet Musa, A.S. The story of Prophet Musa, A.S., is a powerful reminder of faith, patience, and unwavering trust in Allah. He faced oppression, exile, and trials, but with Allah's help, he overcame them all. His story is not just history, it is a lesson for all of us. No matter how great the challenge, if we put our trust in Allah, He will always make a way for us. May we learn from the life of Prophet Musa, A.S., and strive to follow the path of truth and righteousness. Ameen. Thank you for listening. May peace and blessings be upon you all.